Hello friends. So today we are going to see a problem related to topological ordering or topological sorting, and there are two questions in lead code. So one is this one, problem 210, and you can see it is based on topological ordering. We'll go through that and we'll see what we need to do and what are the algorithm to solve this question. And second question which I will solve is course schedule problem 207. They both are similar. We have to return some ordering, or we have to return true or false in case that ordering is not possible. So we will solve 210 and it will cover 207 as well. So first let us see what is the problem, then we'll see what we are trying to do, then we'll see what are the algorithm to solve this question, and then we'll solve this problem. Okay, so let's go through and see the problem definition. Okay, so this problem says, okay, let's see an example first. So we have been given number of, so for in this example one, you see the number of courses are 2. So our n equals 2 and prerequisite is 1 comma 0. So it means we have to finish course 0, then only we can do course 1. So if I want to represent it as a graph, so it will be represented like this. So we have to finish first 0 and then we can do course 1. So there is a direct relationship from 0 to 1. So it's a directed graph basically. And the answer should be 0 comma 1. So what does it mean? It means I need to do course 0 first and then I need to go do the course 1. Okay, so this looks pretty simple, but so to understand in detail, let's take another example. So in this situation, I have 4 nodes. So number of courses are given as 4, so n equals 4, and the pairs are given as 1 comma 0, 2 comma 0, 3 comma 1 and 3 comma 2. Okay, so let's represent this as an graph. So it's 1 to 0, so it means I need to finish course 0 first, then only I can do 1. Second pair is 2 to 0, so I have to finish 0, then only I can do 2. So I can create one other node and take a directed link from 0 to 2. Third one is 3 comma 1. It means I need to finish 1 first, then I can do 3. So 3 will be somewhere here, and 2 to 3. So it means, okay, 2 and 3 are already there, so I need to do 2 first, then 3. So this can be represented here as this graph. And if we see clearly, we know that first we need to do course 0, then we can do either of course 1 or 2. So 0 comma 2, so there can be two answers basically. And from after, if we are doing 1 first, we need to finish 2 first, because those two are prerequisite to 3. And if we are doing 2 first, we need to finish 1 again, and after that we need to finish 3. So this question can have two answers. So we can return any of these array, and that should be sufficient. Okay, to solve this problem, we basically have two approaches. One is BFS and second one is DFS. Because if you know it's a graph and you need to do graph traversal, and there are two ways to do it. One is BFS, one is DFS, and some of the problem can be done using either VFS or DFS. So BFS algorithm for generating topological ordering is done by one algorithm which is called Kahn's algorithm. So as part of this video tutorial, we'll see this Kahn's algorithm and how to use BFS to generate this course schedule. There is one other way to use DFS, but we'll see this in another video. So basically it is dependent on a property of graph which is called indegree. Let me draw one graph. 0 1 2 3 2. Let's suppose this is the given in the question. Okay, so indegree is the number of edges which are coming into that node. So for example, for this 0th node, there is no indegree coming to it, so the indegree of this 0th node is 0. For this one, only one edge is coming to it, so indegree is 1. For this one, indegree is 2, so we have two edges from 3 and also from 1, so the indegree is 2. And for this 3, there is indegree as 1. So first we will calculate the indegree for all the nodes in a given graph. This is our step 1. calculate in degrees. Okay, step 2 is using in degrees to create topological ordering. So for example, if you see this node 0 does not have any incoming S to it, so it means there is no dependency to do this course, so we can directly go ahead and create complete this course. So we will iterate through all the in degrees and we'll find a node which has 0 in degree. So we'll use map for storing in degrees, so it will be something like this. So 0 has 0 in degree, so it's a map key value pair. So this is key, it's a not it's a number of edges coming to it. For 1 we have 1 in degree, for 2 we have 2 in degree, for 3 we have 1 in degree. So we will iterate through this one and find a key where value is 0. So if we traverse here, we only find there is only first 0 node which has in degree 0. So we can directly put 0 into our result answer. Once it is done, what we will do, we will remove this 0 from our graph. So once we remove this node, it means even these edges are removed, and we will update this in degree. So in 1 there was 1 in degree which was this, but now because we have removed it, it will become in degree will become 0. For 3 also there was only 1, so it will become 0, and there is no change to 2. Once it is done, we will again perform step 1 and again step 2, and we'll find out nodes where in degree is 0. So here we'll find 1 and 3. So we can put any of these in order, so either 1 3 or 3 1, it's there is no matter. Okay, once it is done, again we'll remove these 2 nodes from the graph. So now these complete will be removed, even this edge will be removed, this edge will be removed, and for 2 we have removed 2 edges, so we'll decrease 2, so it will become 2 0, and this is already done, this is already done. And again when we traverse this in degree and find what are the nodes which has in degree as 0, we'll find 2, we'll put it in the answer, again we'll delete this one, and now graph is done. Okay, so this is a simple algorithm which uses BFS because we are going level by level. So first we are at this level, then we are at this level, then we are at this level. So in BFS we go breadth wise, we go step by step, we go level by level. So that's why it's a BFS, and we utilize Q to solve this problem. And key things to remember for this, that we are using in degree parameter. This in degree is basically a map from integer to integer. And what is an in degree of a node? In degree of the node is the number of edges coming to it, so we can simply count it and we can update this map. Then we just have to loop through this in degree map and find out all the nodes which have 0 in degree. Once it is done, we can directly put it into answer, and we can remove that from the graph. And again we will, because we are removing the node, it means we are removing the edges which are going out from that node or coming into that node. So we will again update the in degrees of the remaining nodes, and again we'll process the same thing. We'll find out the nodes where in degree is 0, and we'll put that into answer, and at the end we can return this answer. So this is first part. This is a positive happy case scenario where we have there was no cycle and we were able to find the ordering. Okay, let's see this example. So we have a link, we have to do course 0 first, then 1, then 2, then 3, but again 3 has a dependency on 1, so we need to finish 3 in order to finish 1. So what will happen if I create first in degree? So 0 has 0 in degree, 1 has in degree of 2, 2 has in degree of 1, and 3 has in degree of 1. So first pass I will find out a node where in degree is 0, so I found this one, so I will put 0 in the answer, and I will delete this from here, and I'll delete this from here. This is done, and I have to reduce in degree of 1 by 1, so it will become 1. And then if I am going to loop through it, I won't find any node where in degree is 0, so our program will stop here. Then I need to compare in the starting how many nodes were there, so how many courses were there. So we know 0 1 2 3, there were 4, and we can compare the size of it. The size will be 1. So is 1 is equal to 4? No. So we can return an empty array. Yeah, so this is the second part. So once our algorithm is done, we need to find out if the answer contains the size or length of that answer, or basically we can either use an array or a list. If it's a list, we use size. If the size of that list equals to initial number of courses, then yes, we can just simply return whatever answer we got. If not, we just need to return an empty array. Okay friends, so this is the problem, and we will do two things first. So we will create basically a graph. So it will be easy if I create a graph as an map format, so that I can check the connected nodes just by doing a get query. So I will declare graph as a map of integer. Let me make this little bigger. Map of integer to list of integer. I will call it as graph, and it will be new hash map. And I need a in degrees variable, so I'll create a map from integer to integer, and it will be called in degrees. It is again new hash map. Okay, so now let's populate these two. So so what are we given? We are given prerequisite array of arrays, and each element in this array of arrays is a array which has two elements. Okay, and this is number of courses. So first let's initialize these two variables with the number of nodes. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than num courses, because we are told in the problem to use nodes from 0 to n minus 1. So that's where we are using these node names here. So graph dot put I, initially it will be empty because we need prerequisite array to populate it. So for now let's put empty over here, and at the same time in degrees we can put 0 for all the nodes. So these are two initialization. Then we need to update graph and in degrees maps. So this would be updated using prerequisite array. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than prerequisites, I can mistype it, so let me, okay, and let me do one thing. So I will just put it as pre. So I less than pre I plus plus, and here each element in this array of arrays is an array. So let me first create a temp array, and I will take pre I, then I can take int v1 is first value in that temp 0, and int v2 equals temp 1. So let me explain what I am doing here. So prerequisite is an array of array. So for example, I have 1 comma 0, 1 comma 2, and what I am doing, first this temp will contain 1 comma 0 as part of this line. If you see, so here I am taking ith element of pre. It is basically an again array in temp array. Once it is done, I am taking v1 is the first element of temp array, so it will contain 1, and v2 will contain 0. So this way I will be looping through each element of this prerequisite array, and I'll take a temp, and I'll take the v1 and v2. You can directly take them. Sometime I find it easier to debug, so there is no harm in creating one more variable over here. Okay, so question says if it is 1 comma 0, it means I need to finish course 0, then I can finish course 1. So there is a link from 0 to 1. So if I am creating a graph, it means 0 will have 1 never 1. Okay, because it's a directed graph, we will just create, so graph dot get get this value, so get v2, and in the neighbor of it v2 dot add v1. so what I am doing over here, we are updating graph. So graph is basically map, you know, it's from integer to list of integer. Integer is the node and list of integer is the number of neighboring nodes to it. So now what I am doing, because this 1 comma 0 means there is a link from 0 to 1, so I will take the 0th node and I will update the list of integer, that is its neighbor, with this 1. so this part is doing this. So graph dot get v2, so it will basically find out the graph, it will return me a list of integer, whatever current neighbors node it has, and then I'm just simply adding in that list the current value of v1. so this will do this part. And in order to update this in degrees, what again, let's see what does this mean. It means there is a link from 0 to 1, so it means the in degree of 1 will be incremented by 1. so in dot put, and now we are incrementing in degree of 1, so in put in 1, so put in v1, and this is not a list, so it's basically integer to integer. I need to update the current value, so in dot get v1 plus 1. so these two lines will update these two variables. So at the end of this loop we will have a proper graph, which is basically a map of integer to list of integer. So we can directly access this any node and we can find number of neighboring nodes to it. So this will help us in writing clean code, and at the same time we have used this prerequisite array to update in degrees. So now this in degrees is basically a map where for each node we know what is the in degree of that node. And what is in degree? In degree is the number of incoming edges to that node. Okay, so once this is done, we need to simply do VFS. In VFS we need a queue, so I will create a queue of integer. I will call it as for now just call it as a queue list of integer. Part of basic step, first we need to initialize this queue. And how we initialize it? We find all nodes with in degrees 0 and add to queue. So let's do it. Now we need to iterate through map. So how do we iterate through map? We use map.entry, and the type of key value, so it's integer comma integer, and you can give it any name, and basically it's and we need to attach this to our in degrees dot and something called entry set, and this entry set is basically contains key and value. So we will just loop through all key value pairs, and what we need to do, we need to find all values which are 0 and add corresponding key to queue. Okay, if entry dot get value, so using get value in an entry you can find the value equals 0, then simply we need to queue dot add entry dot get key. Okay, so at the end of this loop we will have queue updated with all the nodes where in degree is 0. That is our step 1. And once it is done, what we need to do, we need to simply loop through this queue until it is empty. So this is our base condition. While queue is not empty, we will loop through it, and at each step what we will do, we need to take a value out from queue. So we'll say in temp node or any name you want, and we'll do q dot poll, and then we can simply attach we can simply add it to our result. So I'll take a list of integer for our result. You can use any name you want. Okay, and I will simply update this result with temp node. Okay, so once it is done, I need to find out what is. So if you remember our steps, so first we find out all nodes which have in degree 0, where here we did that. So once we have added this temp node to our result, so this is first value in our result, then what we need to do, we need to update the in degrees. So basically we are modifying the graph, but we no need to modify the graph. We can simply modify the in degrees which we are using to this algorithm, and we should be good. And what we need to do, we need to find this node, and we need to see how many neighboring nodes are there for this temp nodes, which we can find using our graph variable. And then we need to decrease the in degrees of all those neighboring nodes. Why? Because there is a link from temp node to all neighboring nodes. And from where we will find this? This is a graph map. Our key will be temp node, and values is a list which is basically all neighbors, and it's a directed graph. So we need to reduce, if we are deleting this temp node, we need to reduce the value 1 from all these neighbors in degree. Okay, so let me loop through all neighbors first. So for int neighbor, and how do I get neighbors? I can simply use graph variable, graph dot get, and get all the neighbors of temp node, and I need to delete in dot I need to reduce 1 from all these neighbors. So in dot put neig as neighbor, and first I need to find their current in degree in dot get, and I need to do a -1. And once it is done, we have to perform a step basically which we have done here. So if the in degree if any node's value becomes 0, then we need to add corresponding key here. So I can simply do it here. If in dot, so after decreasing the value by 1 for the neighbor, if in degree, if in dot get neighbor equals 0, I can simply add it to q dot add neighbor. Okay, that's it. So then this will repeat itself. We'll again come to this loop, and we'll take one value out, we'll add it to answer. Again we'll find out all the neighbors of this temp node, and in each of the neighbor we'll first update the in degree, and then if in degree becomes 0, we'll add it here on ending. Okay, so at the end we can simply return result. Okay, but let me see what is the type of the answer needed for this one. It's an integer array. Okay, so let me first convert it to an integer array, and you could simply have used an integer for storing the result. I prefer list, and at the end it is easy to convert it back, but it's totally up to you. Feel free to experiment and use directly integer array so that you can simply return it. So this is happy path, but we already discussed for a negative path, the size of the result won't be equal to the number of courses. So before returning result, what we can do, we can check if result dot size equals num courses, then you simply return integer result, and if this is not the case, we have to return an empty array. So new int okay, so let's test it, run the code. It is accepted. Let's submit it, and it's done. Okay friends, so this is one of the question, and in second question, if you see, it is just asking is whether it is possible to create this ordering of courses or topological ordering of this course, we just have to return true or false. So you can use the same code over here, and you just simply have to return true or false. So here you can just update this as true, and here you can just update it to false. So this question will also be covered. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video and subscribe it. Thank you. Bye.